Monkey.
Now, Tyson Fury recently just did an extensive interview with, I believe it's Seconds Out, Radio Raheem, and he said various interesting things. One of the things he did say is that he wouldn't rule out a fourth fight with Deontay Wilder. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, well, we're not interested in a fourth fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. You know, it's a one-sided fight. Tyson Fury wins easily. And whilst I would pick Fury if they were to fight a fourth time, if Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight 100 times, Deontay Wilder surely would win one or two times at least. He'd win several times. And I'm actually impressed that Tyson Fury came out and said that because, you know, Deontay Wilder is an extremely dangerous fighter. He is limited, he can't fight on the back foot, but he is very, very dangerous. But obviously, the most ideal fight would be to see Tyson Fury against Alexander Usyk, because Tyson Fury has beaten Deontay Wilder comfortably now 2 times, and some argue that he won the first fight. Fury did say that, you know, Usyk doesn't want to fight him in December, as we all know already, and he did mention Derek Chisora and said, you know, there's a few opponents, you know, that he could potentially face in December, and that an announcement is imminent and something might be announced next week in terms of his opponent. In the interview, Tyson Fury also mentioned that, you know, when he came back, there was a three-headed beast that everyone was talking about. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and himself. And that now he is the one undefeated, and that no one expected it to be him because he was obviously the alcoholic, the drug addict, the one who came off a layoff, who had mental health problems. And now he arguably is the number one guy of the heavyweight division, him and Usyk at least. You know, you would definitely have to put him ahead of Fury, ahead of Joshua and Wilder at this point. And I gotta give credit to Tyson Fury, because that is true, it's spot on. When Tyson Fury returned from his layoff, people were seeing it as, you know, between Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua. And in that time, both Wilder and Joshua have taken a couple of losses, whilst Tyson Fury is still undefeated. Now, I hope Fury's next fight is against a decent level opposition. You know, I would still watch a Derek Chisora fight because, you know, Derek Chisora, he's a brawler and Tyson Fury is an amazing fighter, but ideally I would want someone who's of a higher quality. I definitely wouldn't want to see him against Manuel Cha. Tyson Fury's justification for Derek Chisora being a legitimate opponent was that Derek Chisora, you know, arguably had a draw against Usyk. Fury believes that Chisora minimum deserved a draw, and he essentially sees Derek Chisora just as dangerous as Alexander Usyk. Now, I do disagree with that. I believe that, you know, Usyk won the fight and that Usyk is a lot more dangerous for Tyson Fury than Derek Chisora, just because Usyk has got a lot more boxing skills, conditioning, balance, coordination, and he could surprise Tyson Fury just like Steve Cunningham did many, many years ago. Fury also mentioned that when he beats Alexander Usyk, at least that's what he believes, when he beats Usyk, that essentially no one will give him credit because they'll say, well, Usyk is half of his size, and that everyone is going to say that we already knew Tyson Fury was going to beat Alexander Usyk. Now, that is something I have mentioned. It's the risk to reward ratio. I have stated that I believe Fury is much more keen on a Joshua fight in comparison to an Usyk fight, because if he wins against Usyk, people are just going to say, well, you know, you've called Usyk a middleweight, he's 6'3", you know, he's not a threat, he doesn't have any power, you know, he's a cruiserweight moving up, you know, they won't really give Tyson Fury credit, and plus, the fight doesn't have the same financial mileage as the Anthony Joshua fight. And Usyk is a lot more dangerous for Fury than... Well, I wouldn't say he's more dangerous than Wilder and Joshua. Wilder's the most dangerous fighter because of his right hand, but Usyk is a very dangerous opposition, and it's high risk, low reward. Whereas Anthony Joshua, I believe that Tyson Fury thinks it's low risk, high reward. A lot more financial mileage in the Joshua fight, as most of us would agree. And Tyson Fury probably believes that Joshua is a lot more beatable. He's a lot more upright, stiff. You know, he doesn't have the best footwork. So Tyson Fury probably thinks to himself, well, why would I take the Usyk fight? It's high risk, low reward, instead of the Joshua fight, which is low risk, high reward. So yeah, just thought that Tyson Fury gave an interesting interview with our Seconds Out channel. I agree with some of the things he said, and I disagree with some of the things he said, like I do with a lot of the things Tyson Fury says. But right now, Tyson Fury is in a fantastic position. I currently rank him as my #1 heavyweight in the world. I do believe that whoever he fights at this point in time, he beats. I would pick him over anyone. A fourth fight against Wilder, a fight against Joshua, and a fight against Alexander Usyk. So yeah, those were just my quick thoughts on Tyson Fury's interview. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Alright guys, peace.